What is due diligence when buying a home in Georgia? Well, that's an important question, and I'm Frida Kalina with Frida Kalina Real Estate, and we're going to talk about that. Please hit the subscribe button now to get more videos on local information and the real estate market. When you and your agent find a home that you want to make an offer on, it's a good idea to put a due diligence period in to get all your inspections done, such as the home inspection. We're checking for major systems, the roof, the heat, air, termites, and any other problems that you could have down the road. Now, during your due diligence period, you can also check out the neighborhood, maybe the schools, and even the commute to your job to make sure that everything's okay and that you're okay with everything you find out. Now, if you're thinking about installing a pool eventually, this is also a good time to get a pool company to come out and see if the lot will hold a pool. And also, if there's an HOA, they will need to approve that pool. It's a little easier if you are on a public sewer than on a septic tank. For a property with a septic tank, there has to be extra land, extra room for putting a new septic tank in the yard in case the old one fails. The main purpose for doing an inspection is to see what condition the home is, and also anything else that could affect your decision when buying that home. This gives you a chance to investigate everything about the home. Now, the sellers will provide a property disclosure form, which provides information about the home, how old the roof is, and the major systems. It should also provide information on any issues they have had at all and when it was repaired. Also, there will be a checklist of what stays with the property. And if there are some items that don't stay, that's where they should put it, is on the seller's property disclosure. The refrigerator, washer, and dryer typically does not stay with property in Georgia unless the seller has it checked on the disclosure. However, in your original offer, if you ask for these appliances to remain and the seller agreed, that will override the property disclosure. The seller will also provide a community disclosure if there's an HOA, and it will tell you all about the fees, when they're due, and what the amenities are. Also, when there's an HOA, there will be rules that are usually found in the covenants, and you can get that from the agent or even the seller, and you want to make sure that you're okay with all those rules before you move forward. If you're an investor, you'll want to make sure there are no rental restrictions, so when you buy a house and you want to rent it out, you're okay with doing that. Now, if there's any major repairs you'd like to request for the seller to be done, the buyer's agent will prepare an amendment requesting those repairs. And the seller may not agree to do it. And if they don't want to do the repairs, as long as you are within the due diligence period days, you can terminate the contract and get all your earnest money back. And typically, the due diligence days is usually 7 to 10 days. If you're okay, if the seller refuses to do the repairs, you can still move forward and you'll just have to complete those repairs after closing. Last year and earlier this year, buyers were giving up their due diligence period to have a better chance of getting their offer accepted in the midst of so many multiple offers. Now that our market is starting to balance out a bit, buyers are back to wanting a due diligence period because they don't want to be stuck with major repairs after the closing. Have you ever bought a home in the last few years and after closing noticed a major defect that you did not know? I would love to hear about that in the comments section. I hope you found this information helpful, and please subscribe to my channel for more helpful information. And you may want to check my video out on what happens if the home does not appraise. See you next time. Be sure to subscribe.